Hello, welcome back. We just got back from the grocery store, so I'm going to share with you what we got in our Walmart haul. It is a really stormy day, so I do apologize. I'm trying a couple different things with my lighting and hopefully it works out, but yeah, it is really stormy, a lot of winds. We're expecting this, I think, for the next few days. We finished up with school and everything today, and the boys are now working on like putting together some Legos. So anyway, I have a little bit of time to share with you my grocery haul. I have a bunch of different recipes that I'm wanting to try this coming up week. There are healthier, low carb, high protein meals. So I'm wanting to introduce a bunch of that stuff, try out stuff, and figure out, you know, some new recipes that I can make that is better for me, a lot healthier. I think my husband's going to be trying some with me, so that will be interesting. I will, of course, share that. A lot of what we got is actually for those meals, and then I also did get stuff for like dinners and lunches and, you know, all the stuff, the snacks and stuff for the kids. So we did get everything. It's just primarily not for the month. I like to have that whole planned out, and I just have not gotten to that. I did get some meat at Walmart. However, I think we're going to be going to 10 box. If we do that, I will get more meat. If you have a 10 box near you, I highly suggest shopping those ads because they often do have a lot of sales on meat in particular. We have saved so much money bulking up with their meat and just putting it in the freezer and having that throughout the month. So if you have one of those near you, I highly suggest looking into them because we end up saving quite a bit as a family of 6 on food and stuff that we get from 10 box. So anyway, I think we're going to be doing that. There's a couple of odds and ends that, of course, my small little Walmart did not have. That's kind of what usually happens, but anyway, we'll go over stuff and I'll share with you what I did buy. I also will share with you the meals that I'm planning on making throughout this coming week. And then if you check back on my channel a little later this week, you will see the recipes and me actually making those meals. So anyway, I'll turn you around and show you what I got. Okay, so it is super dark. So I have like the lights on, I have this on, trying to make as much light as I can because it's actually died down right here for a moment, but it's been going all morning. I talk about it a little bit in my voiceover, did a voiceover this morning, and you might be able to see or hear, you might be able to hear everything in that voiceover. So I got some tricolor coleslaw mix. This is in a couple of different recipes that I'm wanting to try. And I think they're using it like in replace of lettuce or rice. So I'm gonna try that in a couple of different recipes. A bag of spinach, a head of lettuce. I got some, I didn't get a lot, and I specifically chose these because all the rest of them were green. So I ended up getting the most yellow ones I could find of these bananas. So I got 4, and I'm actually wanting to try them in this smoothie. And I think my daughter's actually going to try it with me. She really likes smoothies. I'm fine with them, but there was one that sounded super good using bananas and oranges and something else. I don't remember, but we'll try that with some yogurt and hopefully have, you know, a new smoothie that we can have. I got some frozen diced sweet potatoes for a recipe I'm wanting to make. We got a bag of apples. I got a ton of tomatoes. So we got like all of these on the vine. We got, where are they? Oh, we got these little tiny tomatoes. And then I got a whole bag of Roma. So I plan on doing a bunch of different things with that. One thing that I've been incorporating into my diet here recently is I've actually been having breakfast and I've been making scrambled eggs and then topping it with shrimp ceviche. fills me up completely, and oftentimes I don't even want lunch or anything. So that is something that I've been doing, and it's been really delicious. So I wanted to get a bunch of ingredients to make that again. I'm also going to do a couple of different things with the tomatoes, so I needed a whole bunch of them. Part of that is I needed some jalapenos to put in those recipes, so that is all for that. So is this cilantro. If you saw when I was putting this stuff in the cart, I grabbed a thing of cilantro and it was like tiny. It almost seemed as if it was used. And I know it wasn't because it comes in these bags, but I'm just like, what is that? So I ended up putting it back and getting another if you were curious about that. I got some dill. I don't remember what this was for, but I needed it for a recipe or something. I think I actually have some growing in the garden. It just isn't ready to use yet. So I ended up getting some of that. We got some cucumbers. We got more cucumbers. These make really great snacks, and my kids often eat these. They'll snack on them if I have them already washed and cut. So I love having these on hand for them and for me. We got some bell peppers. I like getting the variety. It's just easier, and I don't know, they usually have those, so I often get those. I got a bag of smaller avocados, and none of them are actually ready to use, which is fine. I don't usually buy these bags if I need to use them right away, but if I have a little bit of time, I like buying these bags because they last for a couple of days before I can get to them. So anyway, we got that. Lincoln has already gotten into these. He had one of these just a little bit ago, but he loves toaster strudels, so he often will ask to pick out some, and so he picked those out. We got half and half, some broccoli. Okay, so if you've been here a while, you know that I am not a yogurt person. I think it's a texture thing. I've been like that my entire life. However, I'm wanting to give it more of a try and use it in various recipes as well. So I got a Greek yogurt. It's just a plain one. So I got that to use. I also got a low-fat cottage cheese to use in recipes. I want to try this. Where is it? It is a coconut yogurt alternative. This was the only one my store had. So it's dairy free, and I just wanted to try it because I keep seeing this one girl. She makes like a really good yogurt bowl in the morning with them, and it looks delicious. Something that I want to try, so I'm gonna give it a try. And I'm not a huge fan of like plain Greek yogurt. I mean, I'm not a fan of yogurt in general, and Greek yogurt is usually too much for me to eat plain. I can do it, you know, mixed with things or in recipes. So that was why I got that. But this was more so, I'm hoping that I'll like this one a little bit more to have like plain. So I just got the one to try, but this is also they had this, and then they had like a large one. But this was the only coconut yogurt that I saw. I might try to check a couple different stores if I end up liking this to see if there's other like brands and stuff. But anyway, I got that to try out. And then my boys, they eat a lot of this yogurt, so that's usually what they have for breakfast. Sometimes they'll even have it for dessert. So anyway, I needed a thing of that. And then my husband picked out this Activia peach yogurt, and he's already had one. So anyway, so he got that, which that's really not anything new. My daughter eats a lot of Activia yogurt, so I got that. Got a couple more of these Premier protein drinks. This is the cafe latte. I like having these to make like a protein coffee. So usually we'll add that instead of like creamer, or I'll use that with like 2 shots of espresso or something. Anyway, I like having those, so I got a couple of those. I got a ton of lunch meat this week, and that is primarily because one, I'm wanting to try a couple different recipes. I saw a low-calorie recipe for like a TikTok wrap or something. I don't know what it was, Anyway, I saved it, and if you're curious what it is, I will share that later this week with you guys. But anyway, so I got a couple different varieties for reasons like that. Also, my kids have been eating a bunch of sandwiches here lately, so I got Black Forest ham, roast beef, and hard salami. I think we already have turkey in our fridge, so I didn't get any of that, but I got some turkey bacon for breakfast. I might also do like a couple breakfast bowls, and this is primarily gonna be for me. My husband, I think, also likes turkey bacon, but I'm not sure if my kids do or not. So anyway, this is probably just for me. I got a package of the bone-in and skin-on chicken legs. So I got one package of that. What is this at your guys' store? Because mine, this is usually about the best price. It's about $5 for this, and I don't know how big it is. 5 pounds probably. Doesn't say, or I can't find it. No idea. But anyway, so I've been getting this, and we've just been throwing them on the grill, and that's made a very quick and easy dinner, and we usually have leftovers. So I got another thing of that. I got some boneless, skinless chicken breasts. This was $10.33 at our store, so it is about $2.57 a pound, it says. So anyway, I got that I'll break up. This will probably be a couple of different meals that I plan on making. So might be able to stretch this to 3, maybe, definitely 2, but maybe 3. So got that. My oldest son, he asked for, and I'm surprised he even remembered, he asked for my homemade pizza puffs. Now I have made puff pastry from scratch before, but the recipes that I've always used, they use so much butter that it ends up just being cheaper to buy this and easier. So I got a puff pastry to make homemade pizza puffs. And if you're from the Chicago area, I'm sure they have them in other places, but that is like one thing that I feel like maybe if you're from that area, you know what I'm talking about. But it's like they're like pizza pockets. So you make like a pocket out of this. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. And you stuff it with like pizza type of stuff. You can also do taco. That was one of my favorites. But since moving, we haven't been able to find them. And my son knows that I've made them before. So he specifically asked for that. And that's what I plan on making with that. We got the dino-shaped nuggets, the Walmart brand. I had said last time, I'm like, I don't really know if it's true about the whole lead thing, and I had not looked into it. One of my subscribers did look into it, and she was like, no, it turns out that, you know, it was not real. They don't have lead in them, so we went ahead and bought them. So we got those. We got just a package of burgers to put in the freezer. It's nice to have a package that you can, you know, if you're in a rush, you can just throw those on the grill. So we got that. I might also make burger bowls. It's been a while and they just sound so good. So I might do that with those. Got some feta cheese. And then I got a variety of just cheeses that I might grate or slice really thin is kind of what I was looking for, like really thin slices. So I got pepper jack and then 2 of the extra sharp cheddar. So I got that. I got some ground turkey. I have already ground chicken and ground beef and stuff. And like I said, we might go to a 10 box. So if we do that, that's when I'll buy like pork and beef type of products. So I did not get that. I did get a couple of ground turkeys because they actually had them. So I just got a couple. And then I got, these were the only shrimp that, I mean, they had some uncooked ones. I don't remember if they were deveined or what it was, but this was like the only size, which will be fine because I'll use it for ceviche and they can be like really small shrimp. But I got a package of extra small shrimp. And tell me if you have tried these. And you might think that this is gross, but we will, mostly me, but also a couple of my kids will do it too. We will drink like you know, a sip or two of the pickle juice because it's actually really good for you. So anyway, I read that the pickles that are in the fridge are actually, they actually have better juice, meaning like they are better for you compared to the ones that are on the shelf. I don't know if that's true. I did not look into it, but it was enough for me to get these, and they are so good. They're like addicting. We already opened them and we're eating them. So good. They're a little more sour, but really, really good. Anyway, then we got some toilet paper. We buy these big jugs of water, so we ended up returning 2, and we got 2 of them for our machine thing. I have been getting different vitamins and trying out different things. If you've been here a while, you know that like I'm on a health journey. Not, I mean, yes, to also lose weight, but also for other reasons. I've had a lot of medical stuff going on here lately. It is not wanting to show you, but anyway, this is ashwagandha. So I read that ashwagandha is really good for a lot of the hormone things that I have been going through. So I got that to kind of test out those theories and take that. I've also tried, while I'm talking about it, I've also tried a couple of different vitamins. Like I'm taking a magnesium, which I was before, but I didn't realize there was different ones. So I ended up switching it around. But I take like magnesium and a variety of other things. And then also there was vitamins that I was taking that turns out are not good. They're more harmful for my hormones. So I've stopped taking those, and I'm just kind of, you know, doing a lot more research on stuff and switching things around based on the things that I've been going through. So that was that one. I got this Lysol laundry sanitizer. I love this, and I love how it smells. So I've bought this for years and years and years, and I use it for several different purposes. This actually works really well if you put it in a spray bottle, in like some warm water is usually what I do, and use it on like upholstered furniture. Like the ones for my dining room, they do really well in this, and almost all the stains come off with this stuff. So I actually like using it for that, but also for laundry. So I got some of that. I've been using this Downy April Fresh Febreze mist. I like doing like the curtains and stuff like that in between washes. So I got that. I got some glass cleaner. I have been out for out of this one for so long. I love Sprayway, but my store was out, and then I just ended up getting like a Windex one, and it's not as good. I don't think. I feel like it's less streaky when I use this, so that's what I got. This is not even from Walmart. This is from Dollar Tree. If you recognize this at all, it looks just like the lotion, and I'm trying to think of what it's called. I have it, but anyway, it reminded me of that. The colors, the design, everything, and then it actually smells. So this is just like the little crystals, but it smells very similar to that. So I ended up getting that. The boys, they brought their wallets and were doing some shopping at Dollar Tree. And so I ended up coming across that. And so I'm gonna try that. It's just fragrance booster, so we'll see if it really adds stuff. I'm always kind of skeptical with that stuff, especially from the dollar store. So we'll try it out. I'll let you know if it ends up working out well. This is the lotion that I use. Like, it doesn't leave you feeling greasy. It's nice and thick. It's not like those super thin lotions that don't actually moisturize. I highly, highly recommend this. So I got more of that since I'm out. We got some antibacterial Dove. Turns out that I don't know if you can actually buy these in a smaller size, but my Walmart only offers them in this giant size. I'm wanting to try some chia pudding. I tried it like maybe 10 or more years ago, and I didn't end up liking it. I'm trying to find a different recipe that I do like, so I got these, but my gosh, there's so many. Like, so 2 pounds. It's a 2-pound bag. So hopefully I end up liking it. Otherwise, I will have a lot of chia seeds on hand. We got some black beans. I have none of this in order or anything. I guess it's really not order. It's in cans. Some corn. Pineapple. Oh, pineapple. That was what's going in the smoothie with the bananas and oranges. It just sounded so good and like refreshing. So anyway, so that is what this pineapple is for. It's just pineapple chunks and fruit juice. I got some of this restaurant style Italian dressing. This is a really good dupe. It's probably like half the price of the actual Olive Garden one, but this one is a really good one. I feel like it tastes so similar to the Olive Garden one. I'm gonna use that in a couple recipes I have coming up. Got some mayo, some just pickles to have on hand. We all love pickles here, so needed more. I got this for a couple of my bowls that I'll be making. So this is mostly mine, but this is actually my favorite salsa. It's a little spicy, so if you have trouble with spice, I wouldn't recommend this because Cholula is a hot sauce and this one is a little spicier. But it says it's medium, but I don't know. It's really good. This one's my favorite. I love this one. And so I got that for my meals, but then my husband got these. I don't know if he knows he got one medium and one mild. I'm not sure, but those are the ones he likes. And if you've seen any of my other videos, you know that we always buy that. I got jalapeno slices, and I did not know that they were hot. I don't know what the problem was lately, but the last few months, I have not paid attention to this. I mean, it's like off to the side. Man, and so they're gonna be really spicy, but I think it's primarily me using them in some of my healthier recipes, so it will just be me that's dealing with it. Got more of this for those pizza puffs. I've been buying this sourdough. I don't like it as much as the bowls that you can find in their bakery, but this is really cheap and my kids actually really like it. I have started my sourdough, but it is not ready to be making anything just yet. So hopefully we will get there really soon. I got some of these sesame seed hoagie rolls. We're going to be doing the sausage and peppers on these. My kids have been asking. And if you saw the recipes that I'll be making, like the meals that I'm making this week, that was primarily driven by my kids. I let them I just asked them what they wanted and let them choose. So I got some semi-sweet chocolate chips because my kids won't stay out of them. We got some of these. These are Theo's favorite, so I like to have them on hand. They often will grab like 2 of these for dessert. So I like having that. We got some more rice because we are out. This was actually, my husband was going to bring this to the shop and have this for like snacking on during the day at work. So he got that. This is, I think, relatively new. We've gotten it since like Christmas, and I want to say right before Christmas is when they came out with the ramen flavor. It is not one of my favorites, but it is still really good. I just like other ones better, but they really liked this one. This is like all the stuff in it. We got more Oreos, and I did not go in the snack aisle with them. I just told, I was like right outside the aisle, but I'm just like, okay, go in and grab a snack or 2. And so this was one of them that they chose. Of course, they chose the big pack too. So we got big packs of brownies and then oatmeal cream pies. I wanted to get the whole wheat English muffins. I'm gonna do like egg white and grilled chicken English muffins. It's actually really super good. I used to make those and I just have not in a really long time. My store did not have the whole wheat English muffins. So I may look, if we go to 10 Box or somewhere else, I may look for that. And then I'll just make like breakfast sandwiches for the kids with these. But that's what I was actually originally planning to do with those. I got some of these oats. I'm gonna do some overnight oats. I have a couple of recipes I'm wanting to try. My husband, he likes bringing these for lunches. So he got just a couple of different flavored ones. He got that. We were completely out of coffee, so I got another thing of coffee. Got some pasta, some more olive oil. I don't feel like we were out of syrup, but my husband, he doesn't like to run out of it, so we got that. And then I don't remember if I shared me making the cupcakes or not. I feel like I did, but anyway, they were so good, and Lincoln has not stopped talking about them since I bought it. So he asked me to make them again, and they were just using this butter golden mix. And then I homemade the chocolate frosting. They were super, super good, so he asked me to do that again. So I got another box to make those for him. I don't know if I shared the potatoes. We got a 10-pound bag of potatoes, and then Diet Coke to have. My husband and I for the longest time could not drink actual Coke. It's been since, I think, since I was pregnant with Theo, I haven't been able to drink actual Coke. However, I found out around Christmas time that I could drink Diet Coke and not have any issues like I did with regular Coke. So that I made that switch. I try to only drink, you know, one every couple of days or one a day. I try not to overdo it with that. It's kind of just like, you know, when you have, it's the afternoon and you're wanting just like a special treat or, you know, a drink, like a pick-me-up type of thing. That is what my pick-me-up type of thing is in the afternoon. Anyway, that is all that we got up here in terms of groceries. We also did get more pool stuff. I said in my last video that we try to kind of stock up on that because it is very expensive. So I will get a couple of things like chlorine or whatever it may be with all of our groceries, starting usually at the beginning of spring. I'll get a couple with every different grocery trip that I make, and then by the time we open our pool, we have a pretty good stash and we can usually get through most of the summer. So anyway, we did get that, and this is our grocery haul. Anyway, I'm gonna put it away and I will see you guys later.